Dude, what was that? Oh my goodness, bro, I'm itching. Hold up, my face. Guys, what was that? That was creepy. They came back 2 days later carrying the carcass. YouTube, how you guys doing? Hey, it's Wish Thanks, and welcome back to our channel. Today, guys, we're gonna be playing a game called Midnight Evil. Thanks to Cars for recommending me this game. Apparently, it's a game where I have to read a storybook, and it actually picks up my microphone. That's why I have this microphone plugged in. And I'm not sure what else you're supposed to do, but I know you are supposed to be reading a book. So, yeah. Long before the first humans stood upright and took their place in the world, there was a beautiful land that was ruled by what many would come to call the Fae. These ancient beings were worshipped by mankind, but they were also feared. Humans were right to be afraid, for there were many different creatures that lived in the darkness, watching us, waiting. Most were harmless enough, amusing themselves by causing mischief and playing pranks on the humans that crossed their paths. However, some had more sinister intentions. The Earthling... What was that? The Earthling, for example, have developed a liking for the taste of human children. These monsters are small, unnaturally fast, and impossible to kill. Great, so they're unstoppable. These monsters are small, unnaturally fast, and impossible to kill. Oh! Guys, oh nah. Listen, whoever you are, I don't want what you're selling. Yo, can we shut our curtains? I hate having the curtains open at night. Okay, let's keep going. It was an unlucky tragedy for my people that we decided to build our village here, right in the middle of the Urking's territory. Okay, I'm nervous. Like, I feel like someone's watching me, which is one of the worst feelings you can have in the world. We have lost so many of our children over the past year. There aren't enough tears in this world to weep for their loss. Thankfully though, my grandmother taught me well in the ways of my druid ancestors. I may not be able to kill the little beast, but I was able to work out a spell that binds them to this book. I can only hide it and pray that it never falls into the hands of a child. Well, my good sir, I am a child and I have the book, so I'm dead. If you are reading this, know that I'm truly sorry for the demons that you have now been What? That worked? Opening the book will have awakened them, and I'm sure they will be ravenously hungry. Okay. Okay. Alright, we're still good. Mom! Do we have a mom? Do we have anyone who can watch over us? Where is our caretaker? Once the book is open, you must read it out loud from beginning to end in order to return them to their magical prison. Be watchful. They only attack if you don't see them coming. Most importantly, once you finish this book, keep it hidden so that no one ever opens it again. Alright, that was the first chapter. Atori unlocked.
IGSFM 98.7 Game Talk.
Alright, we got some
Hello, darkness.
late night
My
radio.
name is Nick Gloom. It's just me tonight. As you guys know, we answer game questions and talk tips and tricks.
Dude, this is cool. I wish there was a news station like this when I was around.
I don't really
A radio.
play most of those games. Anyway, let's get to the phones. First caller, you're on the air.
Hi, Nick. I'm wondering, how do I beat the final boss in Terminator Destruction?
How would I know that?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm stuck here working for crap money. I still can't afford to buy new Atari games.
What? Why is he...
Would you
Isn't
like
this
me
a
to
game
page
talk
me?
station?
I don't
Here's
know.
the thing. Like I said, I'm working here. I don't usually come on the radio. So, I don't have as much of a bedside manner as Nate does. But it's totally fine. I bought a new OBasic book, which is the programming language for Atari.
I don't understand the
since I can't afford to buy
significance
my
of
own
this
Atari
radio
games,
call.
and
But
I'm
let's
working
keep
on my
listening.
own homebrew game.
He's working on his own
The
game.
pending title is Evil Midnight.
Oh,
where
okay.
I'm not sure what you're gonna have to do yet, but I think it's gonna be a horror game, and it's gonna be at nighttime, and it's
Okay.
gonna be evil.
Oh, great. I mean, what?
Basically,
You
would
got a
do
premise
something
down.
all night, and then you would win. It's kind of like working here.
Right.
I try to keep my head down all night, but Janet asks me to go on the air, and I'm always getting asked to do stuff. The more stuff I get asked to do, the more I get anxious and panic. It's a vicious cycle.
Is this some kind of life
Wait,
lesson?
what?
I just want to play Terminator.
Here's the thing.
Here's the thing, what? Okay, so he was just talking about the game. I don't know if that's the creator and this is an Easter egg, but clearly he said the more stuff that we have to do, the more anxious we're gonna get. I don't know if that's a hint, but okay, let's get into the second chapter. Dude, I'm about to go grab me some water because my throat getting kind of dry. Chapter 1. Little Maggie O'Brien was the first. The children had been playing in Hogan's Forest when they all heard a noise. Sensing no danger because there were so many of them, 12 children in all decided to investigate the source of the strange sound. Ah! Dude, what was that? Oh my goodness, bro, I'm itching. Hold up, my face. Guys, what was that? That was creepy. As they all searched high and low, they soon realized that Maggie was missing. Frantically, they began searching for their friend. She was a small girl who loved to play hide and seek. Her big brother Colin insisted that she was probably hiding somewhere safe and giggling to herself as she watched everyone search for her. The sun sank low in the sky and the forest grew dark. The children, frustrated and panicked, ran back to the village to alert their parents that little Maggie was nowhere to be found. That's when everyone lit torches and spread out through the woods calling her name. Okay. Dude, what was that, man? Listen, can we shut our door back? Like, can I get up and walk around? Is there a way to shut my door back? No? Okay. The little girl's mother sobbed desperately as we all inspected every corner of those woods in hopes of finding her. Her brother kept searching, tears streaming down his cheeks. I'm her big brother? He said, rubbing his eyes. I'm supposed to make sure nothing happens to her. Dude, I do not like that. That is so creepy. Okay, it's not your fault, Colin, I assured him. We'll find her soon and she'll be no worse for the wear. Dude, what is happening? Like, my parents. I'm a child reading a book in the middle of the night. I know you guys can hear me. Help me. He nodded, forced a smile, and we all continued looking. The moment I heard him scream, I knew he had found her. Or rather, what was left of her, which wasn't much. We were sure it was Maggie. Ah! Dude, that is so creepy! We were sure it was Maggie because she had worn her favorite hair bow that day. Her father plucked the pink ribbon from the body and fell to his knees, wailing into the darkness. Oh my gosh! Stop just popping up! Poor Colin tried to tell us then. He said that she had been covered in what he described as little green men. Dude, that's what's in our room. And that line didn't work. I guess I can't read so fast. I gotta read like a robot, so I'm sorry about that. What is happening? What was that? Like what was that? What was that? Was there something on me? Okay. They were fat and green, he stammered, with bright glowing eyes. They were biting off bits of skin and flesh. No one believed the lad. We all attributed it to horrible ordeal to a hungry wild animal. Okay, see, it doesn't work. I don't get why it just stops working randomly. Of course, what else could it possibly be? Scooping up what remained of little Maggie, the townsfolk set to work, preparing for her funeral. We had no idea the horrors that lay ahead. I thought to myself now, how strange her wounds looked. Oh, hey, there you go. You know what I'm sitting here wondering? If I'm a child, why am I sitting in my room by myself reading? Shouldn't my parents be reading a book to me right now? Like, why am I just sitting here by myself? This is like, they're like trying to make me die. Okay, let's keep going though. And where are my parents? Do they got work? Maybe that was my dad on the radio. I couldn't help but think back to what Colin had said about the little green men. It made me think of the stories my grandmother used to tell me. She said that our druid ancestors spoke of tiny creatures that lived long ago in the swamps and marshes surrounding our lands. The Urkings, she called them. The Urklings, she called them, actually. Okay, nothing. We're still good. They were 3 tribes, each being their own breed of evil. One tribe, I recall, she said were green and fat. They would lure children away from safety and feast on their flesh. Okay, this book is not good. Like, this is a creepy book. We didn't live near any swamps. Surely the boy's mind was playing tricks on him. Besides, the Earthlings weren't real. They couldn't be. Or could they be? They couldn't be. Yes! I don't know why I said yes, because I don't even know what's going on. I think that's the end of the chapter, though. What was that? That was nothing? We gotta keep going? Alright. Oh yeah, chapter 2. We're on chapter 2. Okay, chapter 2. We're gonna get through this chapter, guys. We're gonna call it a night. Chapter 2. Maggie O'Brien's funeral was just what anyone would expect. Everyone did their best to Everyone did their best to comfort the grieving parents. Colin kept to himself. Everyone assumed it was because... My window's open. Now my window's open! Everyone assumed it was because he blamed himself. After his sister had been laid to rest... Dude, why are you so aggressive? Like, back up! How many pages is in this chapter? There's no way we're getting through this. After his sister had been laid to rest, I came to him and asked him how he was doing. He looked up at me, eyes red from either crying, lack of sleep, or a combination of the two, and said, I really saw them, the little green monsters. Alright, we're about to be flying through these chapters, guys. We're about to be really reading, okay? So, focus up, okay? Alright, we're good. My heart ached as I put my arms around the boy. Okay. Dude, my heart is going. Whoever made this game, good job. There's no music, there's no atmosphere, there's nothing. But this game is really, really good. Okay, I'm gonna get back to reading. Give me 1 second. I need to calm down. My anxiety is ramping up. Alright? I kept telling myself that seeking his little sister in pieces couldn't have been easy for him. He was just in shock. The stories of the Earthlings were only told to scare children and doing what... That was like a stealth one. He didn't make a lot of noise. I just heard something, so I looked up. The stories of the Earthlings were only told to scare children into doing what they were told. That was all. The first thing my grandmother told me about the Earthlings was that there were 3 tribes. Can I read? Can I like punctuate? The green ones had round bellies and piercing blue eyes. She said they could be heard if you walked deep in the swamp at night. Alright, I'm having a panic attack. I don't know how to stop that. I think I'm just supposed to look up. Alright, nice. She said they could be heard if you walked deep in the swamp at night. You guys ever get told scary stories when you were younger? Cause I don't really remember any. I remember like spooky, like little scary tales, but none of them were really like this, like a scary book that had me panicking. Now there were some movies that really used to scare me. So if you guys have any scary experiences, you can go ahead and share them down below. I'm just trying to waste time because I'm nervous. Let's get back into the story though. They would laugh and sing as they danced around their tiny campfires, which would appear only as tiny flickering lights through the trees. The red ones were more temperamental and even faster than their green cousins. They didn't sing or dance around the campfires, and their celebrations were a bit more gruesome. They prefer to eat children from the inside out. Dude, what? The red ones like to eat people from the inside? That's not cool. They didn't sing or dance around campfires, and their celebrations were a bit more gruesome. They preferred to eat children from the inside out. It was even thought by some that they were only red because they were stained by the blood of their victims! Calm down. Calm down. Let's get through this page. Fiery red, bristle-like hairs sprouted from their tops of their heads, and their glowing yellow eyes seemed cold and calculating. The pale Earthlings were in another class altogether. They had white skin and wild untamed blue hair that flowed out in every direction. Okay. Alright. So, we got green, red, and white. Each one different stages. They all want to kill us. So, is that a Pennsylvania license plate? That's cool. I live in Pennsylvania. The pale Earthlings were in another class altogether. They had white skin and wild untamed blue hair that flowed out in... Guys, what's happening? They had white skin and wild, untamed blue hair that flowed out in every direction. The most unsettling thing about them was that they had no eyes at all, yet they somehow were the most keen and efficient killers of the three. Grandmother said that their long, wiry hair could somehow sense the presence and locations of children. He made no sound! He made no sound that time! How? That's not fair! Okay. There were some things that all three tribes had in common. Earthlings preferred to eat after midnight and would only attack in the... Earthlings preferred to eat after midnight and would only attack if the child didn't make eye contact with them. Which we figured out, I guess. I mean, I knew I had to look at them. Okay. I reassured myself that the O'Brien girl being attacked barely after sunset meant that she had been the victim of a wild animal attack. Oh my gosh! Calm down. I'm just trying to read. A few of the men in the village came together to hunt down the beast that killed the girl. They came back 2 days later carrying the carcass. They came back 2 days later carrying the carcass of a large wolf. The whole village breathed a sigh. The whole village breathed a sigh of relief and a big celebration was held. I'm freaking out again. Alright, nice. Guys, we are at the end of the chapter. We're at the end of the chapter, okay? Let's just finish this chapter out. Let's finish this chapter out. The only one besides myself that remained anxious was Colin. Looking at his face that night, I knew that he believed the creatures that killed Maggie were still out there waiting. He was right. End chapter. Okay. And we got our radio broadcast. Alright.
IGSFM 98.7 Game Talk.
Alright. What you got to tell us this time?
Hello, darkness.
What's up?
Welcome to the top of the hour. Again, I'm your host, Nick Gloom, filling in for Nate tonight. That was an interesting hour, I must say. I don't know, Janet. I feel like these kids don't like me. Hey, Janet, do you like me? And she's walking away, folks.
Dang, Janet.
Call her. You're on the air.
This guy with the curve.
You know, just calling in, wanted to say that you suck.
I just had a feeling that was coming. I feel like
Freaking
I'm not
trolls,
as
man.
approachable as Nate is.
Trolls are always doing that.
Yeah, so anyway,
People are so annoying.
I forgot there's a sponsor slot I was supposed to fill last hour.
This guy's just trying to do his job and people are calling in saying he sucks.
Pizza-faced listeners. Are you tired of popping pimples?
Ew, gross.
This
Do
guy.
some zits appear over and over and you have to keep popping them?
Gross.
Kind of like that popular video game, Mole Whacker?
I've never
From
played
the
that game.
creators of Simple Pimple comes the revolutionary cream, Pimple Buster. The all-in-one.
What was that sound?
scientifically
Eee!
pimple-destroying cream.
That was nasty.
Call 155.
Sound like someone was squirting mayonnaise.
PLES. But hurry before supplies run out. That's 155 PIMPLES.
Pimples.
You know, Janet, I think Evil Midnight could use some Mole Whacker inspiration. Something to keep the player on their toes. Or at least that last prank caller could drink some of that Pimple Buster. I don't know what it is.
Something to keep me on my toes. Okay. Well, alright, guys. That's where we're gonna leave this episode of Midnight Evil. We beat chapter 1 and 2, and we're on chapter 3. And I think there's gonna be more monsters now. But I do have to say, I'm actually pretty impressed with this game. For it to be so simple, it's actually quite anxiety inducing. I wouldn't say it's scary, but you are very anxious when you're reading because you never know when something's gonna like pop up in your room and kill you. Alright, gang, that's Love by Sayings. We have come to the end of the video, so you guys already know what that means. If you enjoyed, then a like button, bang, and don't forget to subscribe if you are new and you are enjoying the content. And please, guys, if you could just help me out and share the video, share the channel with at least one other person that you know, I would be so grateful. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys all have a fantastic day, and I'll see all the beautiful people in the next video. Bye, guys.